Hi, I'm Carrie Blazer, the Divine Feminine, reincarnation of Mary Magdalene. Thank you for clicking on my clip. But I want to let you know that I have a free ebook linked below, my 6 Divine Feminine self-love strategies. They will help you transform your emotional wounds into personal wisdom. And I take a multidisciplinary approach. I include the laws of physics, psychology, neuroscience, shamanism, mysticism. I went wild, okay? So men can understand and women can understand. There's something there for everyone because what I learned is when something's true, it's true in multiple places. All right, please like and subscribe and help me distribute my ebook to everyone for free by exploding my channel. Take care. Enjoy the clip. Bye. But let's start with the first video of the kids running in the street, running to protest ICE. Here we go. Oh, let me make it bigger. I mean, just from the get, where's the organization? Where's the self-control? Where's the responsibility? What's important here for kids? I mean, it's like they've bypassed their own ability, their own like desire to be a healthy, upstanding citizen and just run in the street because they got to protest and they have a right to protest. And we wonder why 40 to 60% of kids in America do not have a secure attachment to self based on about 3 different studies, which is mental illness, which is also the same percentage of our adults. Let's keep going. I saw a video of a 5 or a 6-year-old with an anti-ICE sign because a 5 or a 6-year-old understands that. That's what 5 and 6-year-olds are just typically talking about. Like Renee Good's 6-year-old was in a school for social activism, which is where they learned how to, disrupt ICE and then got herself killed. It's in the schools. I mean, a child brawling with an elderly man, you're teaching kids that they're right and adults are wrong and it's their job to take down the adults. That's an appropriate job for children? This is how we're going to create a civil, well-organized, healthy society? Yeah, no, I don't freaking think so. That's putting community before self, and these kids haven't even learned to love themselves. So if you haven't learned to love yourself, how the fuck can you be responsible for understanding how to love a community? But this is rampant, but this is communism. This is the breakdown of the nuclear family, which so many studies show a nuclear family is the bedrock of a stable society. So what the fuck are we doing? I mean, look at that picture. These are high school students who don't know how to behave in public. So if someone does not know how to behave in public with, reasonable self-control, how can we task them with the job of understanding what ICE is doing and whether it's, correct or not correct when they don't even know how to cross a street properly? I mean, let's get real here. They need basic, I'm a human, how do I behave in public in a safe way skills. That's self-love. So they are in no way ready, just based on this one friggin' picture, to take on, a very complex international situation like ICE. I mean, let's get real. Let's live in reality here. We're overbearing our kids with our own ideas. And so they don't have a secure attachment to self. I mean, to create a healthy kid, you got to have healthy attachment and you got to have healthy authenticity. That's not their authenticity. And that's not a healthy attachment to self because they're so dangerous to themselves, as he just said. Now, are those people honking encouraging them? Because it seems like they are. Usually when there's a protest, people honk for encouragement. So now you have other adults encouraging teenagers to run wild in the streets, put themselves at danger to do something they don't even understand because they're just too young to understand. And we wonder why kids, like the Gen Z kids, are having a hard time in the workplace. They lack self-awareness, self-control. They're just entitled little beings because that's how they were raised. That's what was modeled for them. Oh, this is stuff. We're waiting, It's like,
Probably a teacher.
how self-serving. Go do that and we're going to film you and put it on. We can show everybody what you did. That's not emotional manipulation at all. As if outside validation is healthy. What I learned from healing from my own childhood trauma, which was profound, rape, forced abortions, like gnarly shit, right? Is that when I love myself, I have self-awareness. I have appropriate self-control. I don't get triggered. I don't run in the streets uncontrollably. And I don't look for constant external validation for myself, because that is the definition of mental illness. That's codependent. When you're constantly seeking external validation, it means you can't validate your own self. And a lot of climate activists have like talked to this. Now, okay, now 10 years later, they were super big into climate activism in the 2010s. And then now they're like in their 30s, and, they have some more self-awareness. They're more mature. They're, have more emotional range. They understand they can, live inside themselves and not need everyone else saying, oh no, you're good, you're good, you're good. Because we can tell ourselves are good. And that's what kids are supposed to learn in childhood. I mean, the mother, the right brain, is our forgiveness, our compassion, our nurturing. That's all internal work. My book starts with a Cherokee proverb that says, a woman's highest calling is to connect a man to his soul so he can unite with source. A man's highest calling is to protect a woman so she can walk the earth unharmed. Women do the inside work. Men do the outside. But because women are in the workforce, who's doing the inside work at home? And then what do? We have teenagers running crazy in the streets being supported by adults